What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another live stream. Can a man hit a woman after that woman hit him multiple times? Let's get into this video, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts and my breakdown. Let's get it.
Men hitting women. I just watched a video. This woman was hitting this guy. Hitting him seriously, knocking him over the head, and he walking away. He just taking the blows and walking away. Taking the blows and walking away. I salute that man because he did not hit her back. Okay? Alright, so serious question. My mama told my brothers, if a woman is man enough to hit you, she man enough to get hit back. Okay? I'm a little biased because if my son don't hit you, don't hit him. But if you're walking around and you hitting him, what am I supposed to tell my son? His daddy told him not to hit women. But I'm just like, I don't want my son to be like that guy. What do y'all tell y'all kids?
Okay, so first and foremost, wow, she's
Let me hear her thoughts, and then I'm gonna go.
beautiful. Jesus Christ. But
Okay, that has nothing to do with it. Let's get into it. You feel what I'm saying? No disrespect, but let's get to the point.
let's just say this. Y'all, I don't know why this isn't taught a lot. We teach guys so much. Don't hit women, respect women, don't do this, don't do that. But why aren't we telling women the same thing? Women could talk.
That's a fact. That is a fact. I told you, they're like when guys are called soy boys, like guys in my generation, 20, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, even 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds, right? Because they're going to eventually end up turning 18. They're called soy boys. They're called soft because they're taught to be simps. They're taught to be weak men. And then when masculine, strong women come and disrespect them, what are they supposed to do? I don't know when it was ever acceptable for a woman to ever put her hands on a man, because this is America, right? You go to any other or majority of foreign countries where there aren't freedom of speech and there aren't rights, and you put your hands on a man, you could be beat up and you could potentially be deleted. It's not a joke, but it's only in America. It's majority in the West where a woman feels like she can put her hands on a man, and that the man isn't going to retaliate. Now, do I encourage men to put their hands on women? No. But I also encourage women not to put their hands on men. I don't think people should be putting their hands on each other unless you understand that if you decide to do that, there's going to be some sort of violence that's going to come as a result of you doing that. But let's be real. If we were to flip the script, right? Well, not even flip the script, but if we were to switch the roles a little bit, right? Do you think a woman would feel comfortable going to go put her hands on another woman, especially if she knew she were about to lose? But why does she feel comfortable doing it to a man? Because she feels like a man isn't going to retaliate. But like I've said before, there are a decent amount of men in this world that won't retaliate, but understand that not every single man is the same. There are certain men, if you as a woman put your hands on that man will beat you to pieces. He will beat you down. And there's going to be some women that are going to be like, oh, I can take a man on, da. A man restrains himself majority of the time. And understand that if a man were to bring out his innermost brute strength, he could potentially murder you. It's not a game. Stop putting your hands on men. Let's continue.
Talk however they want to men. Women can get in guys' faces. Women can fucking jump at a guy, call him a bitch, all this stuff, and what are you gonna do about it? And he has to stand there and take it. Women can hit a man, and if a man hits her back, it's still his fault. What? I'm sorry, but if you are in an argument with somebody and you have to hit them to get your point across because you don't like what they're saying, get some therapy, baby.
100%.
Get some therapy, because if you're not fighting professional, baby, put it away. You ain't Mike Tyson. Take it easy. I'm gonna say something. If it's my son and he comes home to me with a black eye or something wrong with his face and it's a girl he's dating, mama's hands are ready to eat for everybody. You could be younger, whatever the issue is, I'm going to solve the issue by decking you in your fucking mouth, and then your mom can come over and I'll deck her in the mouth, because no one's going to touch my sons. Same thing with my daughters. But I'm also going to implement my sons this or tell them this shit. If a girl keeps constantly hitting you or putting her hands on you, you need to leave. That is not.
I agree 100%. I think leaving is the best situation, but at the same time as well too, like I've said again as well too, not every single man is going to handle that by leaving. Some men were taught to put their hands on women, and listen, I'm not going to knock you for it, but at the same time as well too, this is for women, bro. Y'all got to just stop learning. Y'all got to learn how to stop putting your hands on men. For y'all women out there that actually put your hands on men, especially without it being warranted, Stop doing that. Now, I understand that there's going to be a select amount of people that are going to come and say, E-Bucks, you understand that as a masculine man that however a woman behaves, it's usually caused by the way that you reacted to the way she was behaving originally. And I agree. And I'm going to give you an example by that. For example, right? If a woman starts to put her hands on you or gets to a point where she puts her hands on you, it started with little things like her yelling and screaming at you and trying to disrespect you. And you as the man, I'm going to be real. You as the man didn't step up and put her in her place. Now, some might say, oh, you're a misogynist, that's fine. But it takes a true masculine man to be a leader. Because it's not only you taking care of the woman and funding her lifestyle, you have your family members, bro. You have your extended family, everybody that's looking at you to really help them. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, you have to be a leader and you have to be able to take control and put her in her place, bro. She respects that long term. You might not realize it, but that's just the facts. She respects it long term. So if you're not trying to become that man to put her in her place, especially when she's out of line, when she's yelling at you, when she's disrespecting you, when she's calling you a female dog, how do you expect her to respect you? The reality of the situation is that, I know I just stuttered, but the reality of the situation is that a lot of women in 2022, especially in the West, they don't respect men. So you as a man, you got to demand it, bro. And you got to show by your actions. You feel what I'm saying? Your actions are really going to determine whether you should demand that respect or not. But if you're not self-improving, if you're not becoming better every single day, then you can't really demand that, bro, because your value isn't high enough. And I'm not saying that the woman's going to determine your value. The marketplace is going to determine your value, but the value you're bringing, but the people that are listening to you, but the people that respect you and want to become similar to what you are or see you as a form of inspiration. That's what it is, man. When you get to that level, bro, like you should not tolerate disrespect from a woman, bro. That's what it is. But a lot of dudes in 2022 will tolerate so much disrespect because they don't see the value in themselves. Like, that's exactly what I'm telling you. You as a man, bro, you got value. It's deep inside you. You got to just dig it out. You got to dig it out, right? Like I've said before on multiple occasions, there are other content creators in this manosphere that believe that men don't have value, and you got to create it. I disagree. I think you have value, but you have to dig it out. You have to find it. It's inside of you, but you got to find it. Every man has it. Every person has it. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. Let's continue.
A girl for you, because even if you aren't a guy who hits women, eventually you're going to hit her because you're tired of that shit and you don't want to get hit anymore. And it's reactive abuse.
I agree.
Reactive abuse. Trust me, I know. I've been there. Reactive abuse. You can be abused so much that you finally fucking snap. And the last thing I want is my son to get in a habit of hurting people or hitting women. So ladies, the moral of the story, teach your fucking daughters to keep their hands to themselves. I don't care how mad they are. I don't care what the guy did. Keep your fucking hands.
I agree with what she's saying, but at the same time as well, too, like I said before, again, we know as a society is always going to try to paint it back to the man. So with society always trying to paint it back to the man, it takes you as a masculine man, like I told you, before it gets to the point of her putting her hands on you, you got to check the little things. You got to check when she's out of line with you, when she's being disrespectful by the way she's talking to you, how she's saying what she's saying to you. You feel what I'm saying? What she says to you. There's just certain things, like you cannot tolerate that. And I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to give y'all like a little inside secret from my men that are watching me out there, bro. The reality of the situation is that when a woman is truly attracted to you, bro, and she steps out of line and she knows she steps out of line and you put her in her place, bro, she's going to become even more attracted to you. I'm not going to tell you the stuff that she's going to say because at the end of the day, that's between you and your girl. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not here to get into specifics, but just understand right now from a psychological perspective, if you as a man put your woman in her place when she's out of line, she's going to respect you and become more attracted to you. Mark my words. Woke Bucks told you this. You feel what I'm saying? Let's finish up this video. You feel what I'm saying?
To yourself, ladies, unless you're ready to get socked in your mouth or thrown against the fucking wall, because not every man is raised to not touch women. Some of these men don't even have moms to teach them that shit. Some of these men were raised by people off the streets, and not to be disrespectful, but it's true. Please, ladies, stop putting your fucking hands on people. Unless you want to get that two-piece combo from KFC, bitch.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, you gotta learn it. And the thing is that, like I said, a lot of women, especially in that situation, are not really taught how to really treat a man and how to make him feel good, bro. Because the society's just caved around women appreciation and matriarchal society. It's like, Men also have feelings too. Men also think certain things, and they do what they do for a reason. So if you're not paying attention to those things, that's the reason why things probably aren't working out well. So if you start to pay attention to those things, then you will never be in a situation where you feel the need to abuse your man, especially if you respect him. You're going to only abuse the man that you don't respect. If you respect the man that you truly admire, you're not going to abuse that man. And that's word to everything. You feel what I'm saying? So, but men, like I said at the same time as well too, learn how to check your girl and put her in her place. Some are going to call it misogynistic. That's completely fine. You feel what I'm saying? But be the leader so she doesn't end up disrespecting you long term in the future. You feel what I'm saying? If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, unfortunately, you're not woke. Let's come into this live stream. If you like this live stream, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this live stream with your friends, subscribe to the channel, WokeEbucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below with several social media links. So make sure you go give those a check. But without further ado, this is going to be in this live stream. This is WokeEbucks, and I'm out, man.